Hey everyone, it's Christina from Christina of Light. Thank you for visiting with me here. When you watch my videos, you're always in a protective bubble of love and light, watched over by all my guides and angels. I'm in much gratitude to them for this. This is my Sunday weekly energy reading for anyone interested or called to it. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm using my decks. It's a lot of words, and that's what the message was for this reading. This is a big week of communication. I'm hearing parting ways, new avenues. Ooh, I'm getting new stuff just after sitting here. I'm hearing robust. I'm hearing let's get to work like that. So, the power of our words are going to be more important than ever now. And that's because they're easily magnified. We've upgraded our throat chakra. And with us being able to release more and more things easier and easier now as we vibrate at a higher vibration, it is a lot easier for us to be clearer, more precise, clarity of thought, clarity of words, and the vocalization of that, a higher frequency. The dolphins and the whales and such have been helping us to fine-tune this calling to each other. I heard cat calling, but I didn't see anybody cat calling, so and I don't want to hear no cats calling because they get pretty whiny when they're doing that. So I don't know. I'm just the channel. But so I pulled from several of my own decks because there are letters, words, numbers, and what they mean. And these are the words I got from one of my decks: dreams, tools, trust, prayer, God, healthy, grounding, aura, gift, rainbow, mind, body, spirit, music, and mountains. What I get with this is self-care. What I get with this is being in tune with yourself and nature. Respect, integrity, truth, faith, believing. And the common denominator in all of these words is just simply gorgeous, uplifting, beautiful energy. And the power of those words. The word God alone, it sums up all the words. But then you put anger, hate, sadness, deceit, disgust, gluttony, wrath, sloth, envy, lust, ego, power, control, pride, greed, and you lower the vibration just because of the word alone triggers a response of some kind. When you're saying aura, that's somebody's energy field. But if you say greed, that's a lower money vibration or description. And just like light and dark, good and bad, you have the words that impact us and are powerful and sustain us and carry us higher, limitless vitality. love, zest. Do you see what I'm saying? But you can take the L and turn it into, you know, larceny, victim. You start to creep down the pole of vibration, and if you throw those into a couple sentences, you could lower it even more depending on what you're bringing into the mix. Now throw an emotion with that. Now throw an argument with that. Now throw weapons in with that. You see where I'm going, right? The de-escalation or the escalation. You know, as with everything, there's the good and the bad, but the thing about the Aquarian ages is wielding that power and the magnitude of those words and the harm they can do or the blessings they can do. This really amounts to where you prefer to channel your energy. When you channel your energy in a positive way, raising the vibration, you're going to end up with dreams, tools, trust, prayer, grounding, healthy, God, aura, gift, rainbow, mind, body, spirit, music, and mountains. If you're doing it in a negative fashion, you're going to end up with victim. You're going to end up with larceny. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, here's one. I pulled the card Joy with my deck, with the letters that came out with it. Also spelt, joy. So, when you see that, two doses of joy. Joy is the highest vibrational word. It's even higher than love, actually. Joy brings it to a young child's energy. It topples over things. It conquers all. It emanates its own self and vibration. Water, receiving, carry, flow, giving. Stream, path, flow, forward, movement, change, cobblestone, river. Given, point, direct, decide, aim, climb, flight. Burst, target, move, Cupid. Switch, avoid, options, change mind, direction. Outfox, maneuver. Success, shining star, aim high, sparkle, gaze, above, light, shine, goals, achieve, accomplish, reward, jewels. Connection, water, support, fire, ocean, kind and gentle. All amazing words. And using them to vibrate and support in a loving manner, to uplift, not to tear down. I often say my mother hurt me more with her verbal abuse than she did with the physical beatings I got. Because when it comes to the physical abuse, it's emotion taken with an action. But with the wielding of words that are weapons, that are knives, and it's a constant paring knife of picking apart your self-esteem. It just knocks you down a notch every single time. The repeated blows, it's constant. It's it's not just one and done, and you've had your beating for the day and you're over with. Verbal abuse and the wielding of words as weapons is a constant barrage of beatings that just picks away at every bit of you. And it takes lifetimes for some people to get over that, because you can carry that trauma into your next lives, depending on how long you linger in that. Now, healing, hurt, love, lust, greed, gratitude, pride, humility, diligence, sloth. I could go on. Anger, happiness. There's a predicament at hand, I believe, of a coming choice people are going to have to make. And ultimately, it's going to determine their fate. Shakeups are coming. The ground beneath us, the energy around us, the fine-tuning in our body. It's a matter of life and death for some people, because they've let things go on for so long. They've allowed themselves to do things they shouldn't. They've allowed other people and enabled people to do things they shouldn't. Things are timing out because there's no avoiding timeline changes and paradigm shifts and portals. There's no fighting the spiritual wave of people that are ever evolving and at a rapid pace now. Also with the Aquarian air pushing that forward. The movement and communication and what I've been doing with my own body that gets reverberated out to the souls around me. I'm here to tell you that make swift changes in your life with this. Allow yourself the course correction of helping to raise the vibration in a positive manner. And I'm not talking about the occasional blurb. I'm talking about the people who can't get out of their own way and trip over themselves and then stand up and try to debilitate the people around them. These are not weapons. These are godsends. These are God kisses. The magnitude of words, when that energy flows out of your mouth, it vibrates like sonic waves, like a ripple in a pond, a wave in an ocean. Putting out too much negative energy via your words, via your communication, is going to ripple now in the manner that what you vibrate is going to return to you from somebody else now or a circumstance. Karmic lessons are coming to people faster and faster because of the energy being so airy with the Aquarian air. It just, there's constant energy there to move it. The past couple of weeks, if you've been feeling heat in your body, excessive sweating, I'm not talking about a flu or a cold or you have an illness. We are cleansing via internal heat right now. I'm told, along with that, to watch your communication, and those people who have an issue dealing with their anger, please be cautious of these people. This is a week of heightened, fueled irritabilities. I'm also feeling the glimmer and the newness of the new spring season coming in. Sweeping away patterns that have gone wrong aren't beneficial anymore. Coordinated efforts of impact. This is shock and awe stuff. This is very flagrant, I'm hearing. Love frequency fine-tuning. That's that connectivity. I'm hearing refreshing. Tuesday, earthquakes due to ley line shift. We are getting a massive bump in the road that's coming up from Tuesday. That is going to trigger, wherever that happens, it's going to trigger rumblings of earthquakes. Soul purposes are just popping on the scene like crazy right now. Clarity, clarity, clarity is coming to people at this time. There's clear-sightedness with people's, it's waves of energy. So you have people that their third eyes are just coming online. There's people with third eyes that have been open and they're starting to get real clarifications now, starting to see clearer and clearer as their third eyes coming online. There's been a pivot, and that pivot allowed more alignments to occur. The power of our words, a commencement at school speech. The words you say to a child in a loving manner. Road rage at a traffic stop. Protests. People screaming all kinds of things at each other and not commonly verbalizing to each other. A car accidentally pulls in front of you. And the fighting commences. Sports events with parents screaming at each other. A child like me, when I was younger, and my mother telling me that she hated me. You know, there's a very, very thin line between dark and light. And there's an ebb and flow. There's a very thin line between good and evil. There's a very fine line between love and hate. There's a very fine line between laughing and screaming. There's a very fine line between life and death. And out of all of those, I'd say that's the most important of all. Do you give words with a life with your words? Or do you kill with every word you say? If you have to resort to screaming profanities at somebody and you aren't listening, then you have lost sight of what your soul is here to do. What you contracted with God to do while you are here. Bruised, battered, beaten down, worn out, health issues, in constant barrage of energy vampires and people wronging me, and I'm sitting here. I survived, and I don't wish any ill will on anybody. Do you want to know why? I don't have to. I believe, know, and see God and the angels and the karmic lessons that come to human beings take care of these things. You don't have to lift a finger. I don't have to do anything. I just know that they will meet their fate with the powers that be. That allows me to have kindness and gentleness in my life as wide as the ocean. That's supporting myself. That's interconnectedness. That's allowing things to flow. Utilizing the energy of fire to burn what's not needed in my life out of my life. Allow mountains to become molehills. There's a change coming in communication. We're just on the cusp of that emerging onto the scene. This week is going to be a massive move forward with this. I don't see yet how that's appearing, but what I will tell you is it's so significant, it's going to change the tone of people's voices. The pitch, the vibration, the frequency. I keep being shown sirens calling. I see one right in front of me. She's calling. I see a lagoon. She's calling out. And I know from listening to what she's calling out, she's giving a nighttime prayer before bed. Prayer. Do you pray? Do you pray positive words to yourself to help your self-esteem, to boost your confidence, to be grateful and know your abundance? And I'm not talking about wealth, possessions, gratitude. Everyone's healthy in your family. You're blessed to have a car, blessed to have a job to pay for that car. In gratitude for the food you have, the shelter you have, the job you have, the car you have. Everyone's healthy. You're earning a paycheck. Movement forward for some people is going to become harder. It's becoming harder because they're still standing in the shadow fighting things. Watch your communication and people that are dealing with anger issues. This is coming out too because we're sweeping away old patterns that have gone wrong and aren't beneficial any longer. The love frequency and the fine-tuning with that clarity of purpose. Choices. We're being given choices because quick transformations are taking place. Allow the process and the healing and the power that comes from that Aquarian energy, that Palladian's big picture view. It's swift change. Swift change. And the power that comes with that. Coming on the scene. Connecting the dots of your life. Quieting down and talking less and listening more. Tomorrow, I'm being shown, as of tomorrow, people really vocalizing things. Tomorrow. Grounding all of this in. We have another timeline shift coming in this week. It's going to be another adjustment. That's going to come after that speed bump I said on Tuesday. It's going to cause a white wave of energy that'll need to go around the planet once before it can ground in. Continue to enjoy. And even though I can tell you that, it'll still, there's still going to be some people that just don't get it. The letter of the law. They're stubborn in their thought processes and won't relinquish or change. And that's their choice. Words carry the word of God, love, or they carry anger and hate, which strikes at fear. What better way to have control over people than keeping them in fear? That's my Sunday weekly energy reading for everyone. Power of your words. It's going to be a powerful week, so I'd suggest to some people take a step back and observe rather than engaging in some situations, depending on where you are and who you're with. If you've already been doing the work, you're going to have no problem writing this. Sometimes things occur multiple times in your life, and you just recognize things. Allow things just to flow now. And if you're not sure, don't engage. Even better, walk away. But remember to leave your energy with yourself. Clear boundaries. And supporting you rather than other people who need to figure things out on their own. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow for my Monday energy healing, and we're going to be working on some core wounds I was channeled the other day. So I'll be back tomorrow for that. Otherwise, peace and love, everybody. Have a good night. I love you. Bye.